Hi there. Welcome to it would be day 32, but we're just going to count every month day. This theme was fun for me for January, so we're going to continue on into February, and that theme is question reframed. Today's question is, why does my system keep breaking even though nothing has changed? And you're certain that nothing has changed because you own your system, or the person that you work with that owns the system has told you, well, I haven't changed anything, yet the core system is on fire again. This is reasonable because you've locked down your code and your process and everything should be stable. What you're missing, though, is those hidden dependencies that maybe because of the length of time between the time that you implemented and the time that it broke, you've forgotten that your system has dependencies at all. If you're relying on other services for whatever your process is, and 9 times out of 10, an automation or a workflow involves more than one system or more than one piece of software. And when I say system, I mean it very broadly. It could be your automation, it could be your CRM, it could be using your spreadsheet. It's just your system or your process can be linked to meaning the same thing. What I look for, or how I evaluate it, is I look for where there may be potential assumptions or silent inputs or just things that come from a place that maybe wasn't anticipated. When I get on a call, I'll ask them to map every step. If I'm not already familiar with it, I'll want to know, like I said, what happens before, what happens during, and what happens after, and what are the subtasks within each of those. So what are the invisible threads connecting your system to assets that maybe you don't have control of? The better question is, what is this system quietly depending on? What silent contacts, or when I say contacts, I mean what places they touch, not people they talk to, that make the system move forward. Your next step anytime anything breaks is to go back and review what the process is and go into that minutia of it. If you don't already have it documented, see, this is why you have things documented, so you can go back and look at it. So if you have it documented, go back and make sure that what you have documented is still how it works, because things do change over time. You start scaling your business, so you add some of this and some of that, some salt and some pepper into your recipe, and maybe you've forgotten about it. So those are the things that are going to help you eliminate some of that chaos in your system. You can go to a whiteboard and draw it out or whatever. Use something that works for you. I'm usually a whiteboard person, or like I've said on some of I use my little rocket book here and my magic pen to map it out and then figure out where each thing touches another. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know.